Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do a little review on a place called GreenCycle here in my city. And some of the mixtures that they have of mulch and wood chips and compost, things like that. So I'll show you really quick what they cost and how much you get for it and what I think of the quality of everything. So here's the price list. Yeah, you can see here we got hardwood mulch, which was the $33.38. We haven't dumped it yet, but this is what they call 1 yard, which is about right. They have one small bucket, and even with my tonneau cover still on, they're able to fill it up, which is pretty decent for 33 bucks. It's kind of similar to something that you get in a bag if you were to get, naturalish mulch. You can see just how it's pretty fine. There is some. It's been broken down enough so that it is dirt, but this would more easily blot out any weeds or anything like this. That would create like an ultimate border. What we're gonna get is actually wood chips, and I'll show you that next after we pick it up. And it'll only be $10 for the same amount. And here we just picked up a yard of the wood chips. They're $10 for that much. It was one of their smaller bucket loads. And we've just mixed what they called mulch with the wood chips. This will cover better than just wood chips, but it'll be a lot more meat. But this is a pretty good mix. Tomorrow probably we'll try their leaf compost, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a sec. Welcome everybody. I wanted to show you comfrey and how well it grows. You can kind of see I just finished mowing the little pathway that's supposed to be in between these two sheet mulched wood chip beds. You can see the cedar trees there, and the comfrey is just about ready to flower. And I was thinking about chopping all this down because I have a whole row down there, but we're gonna let it grow to help the pollinators. And then just a side note on sheet mulch, you can see here that on the edges grasses have still come up, and dandelions, of course, because you can't stop dandelions. I think it looks pretty cool. But what I do, at least for these two raised beds, is this is by far like the thickest. There is some over here that I'd pulled up, but I'll clear that off just because that's like what everybody sees from the road. If it happens anywhere in these other beds, I don't worry about it too much, because they're going to be outcompeted by a whole bunch of bushes and things like that. So if you're thinking about getting some comfrey, just know that that is one root, and I put it in exactly 2 years ago. So there we go, comfrey for the win. All right, you guys have a great day. Oh, there's Neko helping unload this last 1 yard of what they called leaf mold compost. We've already dug into that. That whole thing was a yard, and that was $10. This mulch was like 20 bucks, and then this yard of compost was 38. You can see I still have quite a bit left, just to show you what it looks like. It's pretty. The only troubling thing, I guess, is I don't see any worms in here, but it physically looks good. It smells good. So I think for what we're trying to do here is fill up some different growing bags and things like that and get things potted up. I think it works pretty well. And that's GreenCycle here in town. They kind of, it's an easy way to be green or something. That's their catch line or catchphrase or something like that. So I'd recommend them. It's a good option. There's not really too many other options. Of course, if you want a wood chips, you can call an arborist or tree trimmer, things like that. Call the city. If you see anybody cutting down a tree, ask them, things like that. But for 20 bucks for a thing of mulch, 10 bucks for a yard. Remember, that was a lot bigger. We probably took half of that off. 10 bucks for that is really an awesome deal. because it's a smaller amount, so getting a whole dump truck load on your property, which I've done that before, and it took up, just to give you an idea of what a dump truck would look like, from here, kind of trace around for you, all of this here, yeah, all of this here, yeah, right here, all of this was a dump truck had pulled in, backed up, it dumped right there, and that thing was a mountain. It was probably about 5 foot tall. So think about that, the size of your project, and what it's going to cost. Yeah, a dump truck for free is pretty cool, but if you only need a yard and you can get it for 10 bucks, might as well do it that way. So I guess Neko and I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you guys get out there and get some mulching and planting done. I got a few more arugula and stuff like that to plant that just came in. So thanks again for watching. Bye bye, Neko. Bye bye. You're supposed to meow. Bye bye.